Hello my friends, I hope you guys are doing really well. Welcome to today's playful, funky flow. This will be a spicy, stretchy, quite a creative flow. I really hope that you guys enjoy. And if you are interested in finding the full-length version of this practice, that will be live inside my membership, Tana Studio, in March 2024, whenever you're watching this. So if you're interested in deepening your practice with me, you're welcome to check the link in the description box down below. And then when you're ready to start, let's get going, guys. So you're welcome to come to the front of your space here. Let's come to the front of our mat and find a wide-legged standing forward fold. So you can take your feet slightly wider than usual and then take a loose bend into your knees. Wrap your hands around the opposite elbows. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And feel the feet ground you into the floor like roots here, physically, energetically holding you. And then start to gently move the torso left to right. So allowing the upper body to feel completely soft and held by your lower body. If your hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight, you can bend your knees slightly as we gently ease into our hips. As we sway here, let's begin with a nice full breath in through the nostrils. And then open the mouth, sigh, release. One more time like that. Nice big breath in. Exhale, sigh, let it go. With that out breath, gently lower your hands down to the ground and drop your hips down, coming into a Malasana squat. Start to reach the right arm out to the side of your space and try to drive your feet into the earth as you lift your left arm into the sky. If your heels are lifted, that's totally cool. We are getting right into the hips today. Take a breath in. And then with that out breath, over to the other side. Left hand to floor, extend your right arm into the sky, getting right into your inner thighs, adductors, quads. Take a breath in. Beautiful. And then look forward, drop both of your hands down to the floor and find a forward fold. See if you can straighten out your legs a little bit more. Take a breath in. And then with your out breath, lower your hips down, hands to heart space this time. Breathe in. Exhale once again, lower your hands to the floor as you melt your chest forwards and down. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lower your hips, guide your hands to your heart, breathing in. And then exhale, fold forwards as you breathe out. Creating space from the inside out. One more time, lower your hips, hands to heart, easing into it. Breathe in. And then with your out breath for a final time, lower your hands down to the floor. Take a full breath in. And then push the feet firmly into the ground as you rise, coming into high mountain pose. Reach the arms up. Take a breath in. Palms connect at the top. Exhale, hands to heart space in prayer. Inhale, reach the arms up again, high mountain. This time, bend your knees and cactus through your arms. Reach your chest forwards. And then take the hands behind your back. Interlace your hands and find a forward fold as we ease into the shoulders. Again, you can keep your knees slightly bent here. Taking a breath as you ease into your shoulders. Release the interlace of the hands and lower the hands to the ground. Come into a halfway lift, breathe in. As you breathe out, fold forwards and walk your feet a little bit closer together. Inhale, halfway lift. Listen carefully. Start to send your right leg behind you. Point into the back toes. Inhale. Exhale, curl the knee to the nose as you round your upper body in. And then once again, reach back into your leg. Lift your chest. Exhale, curl inwards. Inhale, reach back. Lift your chest. Listen carefully. Stay here. Start to swing your right leg over to the left side of your space and reach your left arm into the sky. Leaning into the shoulder, plug the right hand into the floor. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to flip your dog. Left foot pulls over to the left side of your space. Lift your chest and hips. You're a little bit off your mat. That's okay. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, lower your hips down to the floor. Leaning over to the left side, stargazer, we lift the chest and the hips, opening up through the front line of your body. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower your hips down to the floor, come back into that flip dog variation, lifting your chest and hips, taking an inhale. Now look to the front of your mat, left hand meets the floor, pull the right knee into the chest, breathe in, kind of awkward, stay with me. Find a short three-legged dog, reaching your right leg behind you. And then step your right foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, long pyramid pose, bow forwards and down. One more time, breathe in, lunge, lift your chest. Exhale, long pyramid pose, melting forwards. Breathe in, bend into this right knee, and then shift onto the right foot, one-legged mountain pose, reaching the arms up, take an inhale. As you exhale, explore straightening out through the left leg. Reach into that left heel. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, start to pivot your left leg behind you, flying warrior, sweeping the arms back. Bend into the right knee a little bit, feeling into a sense of flight, freedom, lightness. Left foot lightly meets the floor behind you. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, sink your left knee down to the floor, Anjayasana. Stay with me as you reach into your arms. And then keeping those back toes tucked, start to fly your arms behind you as you slingshot your heart forwards, half splits here. Inhale once again, Anjayasana, arms rise, feel into space. One more time, take the arms behind you. Now on your next in-breath, shift forwards onto the right foot. You're going to reverse your warrior, sweeping your right arm up and over. Find length through the lateral line of your body. Exhale, keeping your right knee bent. It's a side angle variation, sweeping the right arm back and your left arm up and over. Hold, breathe. Straighten out through the front leg, reverse your triangle, lengthen out of your waist. And then bring it back down as your right knee bends, left arm up and over your ear. Hold, feel the energy in the back leg. For last time, reverse your triangle, breathing into your side. As you exhale, look towards your right foot. Let's take flight. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, shifting onto your right foot. Okay, let's kick back into that left heel as you take a moment to find your balance. Find a sense of focus. Lightly, let that left foot meet the ground behind you, 5-pointed star. Push the feet into the earth as you reach it up. And then it's a high lunge with a twist over to the back of your space. So left arm behind you, right arm forwards. Hold as you reach. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the floor, finding your easy twist. And then flip your dog. Wild thing, left foot over to the side of your space. Reach into your hips and your heart space. Expand through the front line of your body. Lower your hips down now to find a seat. We're twisting to the left, wrapping your right hand around your left thigh. Breathe in to lengthen. And then twist a little bit deeper. With your next out breath, you can gently unravel. Facing the front of your space, glide forwards onto your right foot. Standing splits, you're kicking your left leg into the sky. Now reach into those toes as you melt your chest towards your right thigh. Take a breath in. With that exhale, slow and controlled, let your left foot meet your right foot. We're making our way right into chair pose. So sweep your arms up, nice and low into your seat. Hold, linger, find space as you breathe. Inhale. Okay, exhale, fly your arms behind you, flying chair, lift your heels off the floor, finding a sense of focus and balance as you engage through your quadricep muscles. Hold. Exhale, lower your heels down, back into your chair. Stay with me, guys. Take a breath in. Okay, now as you breathe out, guide your hands together at your heart space and come down into a toe stand, lowering your hips down to your heels. See if you can allow your knees to line up with your hips, shoulders over hips. Take a breath. Exhale, let the knees meet the floor. Camel pose, Ustrasana. This is optional. Hands to lower spine. Reach through your chest and your hips. if you have the range. And if you've done this many times before, you are welcome to lower your hands down to your heels. Take a breath in. With that out breath, nice and slowly, hips pull back towards your heels, lower your hips down to the floor. We're meeting in Baddha Konasana. Let's wrap our hands around our feet, our ankles, lift your chest. And then as you pull your knees closer to the ground, you can melt forwards, coming into spinal flexion, working deeply into the outer thighs. Taking an inhale. And then on your next in-breath, start to slowly peel yourself upwards, wrap your hands around your knees, pull them together, lean back and roll all the way down to the floor. Give your shin bones a squeeze. And then begin to straighten out through your legs. Halasana, take your legs behind you. This is optional, plow pose, hands to lower spine. If your toes can touch the floor, you can go for it. Just try to press your shoulders into the mat here so that none of the weight is just being dumped on the neck. Take one more breath. With that out, and then lower back down to the floor. Hug yourself into a tight little ball, wrapping hands around shins, and then take 2 to 3 rocks. We're going to rock forwards and backwards and meet in a standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Beautiful, guys. Lift your chest, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left leg behind you now, fingertips on floor, lift your chest, point into the back toes, and then curl that knee into the nose as you round and curl in. Inhale, reach back again, lift your chest. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, round. Last time, reach back into the toes, breathe in, swinging your left foot over to the right side of your space. As the edge of your left foot meets the mat, lift your right arm into the sky. Now firm into your left hand, grip those fingertips into the mat. And then we're gonna flip our dog. So right foot over to the side of your space, lift your hips in your heart space, and enjoy the opening. Taking a breath. With your out breath, lower your hips down to the ground, swinging over to the right side, right hand meets the floor, stargazer, lift your hips and your heart, opening up, take a breath in. Exhale, lower your hips down to the ground. Once again, coming into that wild thing variation, so lift your hips in your heart space, breathe in. Okay, now as you breathe out, gaze to the ground, right hand meets the floor, kind of awkward but kind of fun. Pull the left knee into the chest first, and then send your left leg back, three-legged dog. Stepping your left foot in between your hands, low lunge. Hands to either side of your left foot. Breathe in, lift your chest. And then long pyramid pose, deep hamstring stretch as we bow over the front leg. Lunge, bend into your front leg once again. Exhale, long pyramid pose, melt forwards like a blanket over your thigh. Lunge, bend into your left knee, shifting onto the left foot, one-legged mountain pose, guiding the arms up into the sky. If you did so on the other side, you can explore straightening through the front leg, working on some hip flexor strength. Hold, play, and stay with me. All right, we're gonna start to pivot this right leg behind us, sweeping the arms back, flying warrior, keeping the chest lifted. Breathe in, bend into your left leg a little bit. Lightly let your right foot meet the floor, high lunge, arms rise, lengthen out of your waist as you reach up, and then drop your right knee down to the ground. Keep your back toes tucked as you fly your arms behind you, half splits. Inhale, fly forwards. Once again, arms stretch into the sky. And exhale one more time, take the arms behind you. Inhale, shifting onto that left foot, it's a reverse warrior. Reaching your left arm up and over, create space across your side body. Nice and low into this left knee, side angle variation, so nice and open through the hips and really active as well. So reach your right arm up and over. Left arm is reaching behind you. Hold, stay with me. And then straighten your legs, finding a little bit of a release. Reverse your triangle. And bring it back down, same thing, hold. Pressing the knife edge of the back foot into the floor. Reverse your triangle, once again, breathe in. Exhale, shifting onto that left leg, let's take flight half moon. Plugging that left foot into the ground, engage through your left quadricep muscle as you reach your right arm into the sky. Take a moment, breathe, find your balance. And then visualize where you're going in your mind's eye. 5-pointer star, right foot lightly meets the floor. Feet parallel as you lengthen up and out of your waist. Breathe in. Exhale, high lunge with a twist over to the back of your space. Facing the back of your mat, right arm behind you, left arm forwards. Inhale. Exhale, drop your left hand down to the ground now, easy twist. Gripping your left fingerprints into the floor, flip your dog, wild thing, right foot over to the side. Reach into your hips, into your heart space, expand, inhale. Exhale, lower your hips down to the floor. We're taking a twist to the right side, wrapping your left hand around this right leg. Breathe in to lengthen, and then twist a little bit deeper. With that out breath, gently unravel and walk yourself forwards to the front of your space. We're meeting in a standing splits, kicking your right leg into the sky. Reach into the toes as you melt your chest closer towards your left leg. Take a breath in. Beautiful, nice and controlled. Start to lower your right foot down lightly to meet your left foot, moving right into chair pose, reaching the arms up nice and low into your seat. Take a breath, keep the energy in the arms and keep your hips nice and low. All right, let's move through our flying chair, flying the arms behind you, lift your chest and try to lift your heels as high off the floor as you can. Stay with me as we fly here, hold. Feel the activity in your quads and your calves. And then drop your heels down, back into your chair for one breath. Breathe in. Okay, exhale, hands together at heart space in prayer. You're gonna lower your hips down towards your heels in a toe stand. All right, try to line up your knees with your hips. Lengthen through your spine. Take a moment, ground. Find your drishti. And then gently drop your knees down to the floor, hands to lower spine, taking one more round of an optional camel pose here. We've worked into the shoulders, the thoracic spine, the whole front line of the body deeply today. So explore this in a way that feels good. Deeper is not always better. Sometimes you need to back off a little bit. So just tune into the signals that your body is giving you right now. Taking your time to get out of it. Lower your hips back towards your heels. We're meeting in our butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Lower your hips down to the floor. Wrap your hands around the edges of your feet as you lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, fold and lean forwards. Breathing out, lowering your knees a little bit closer to the ground. Curling the body in. Let the breath settle and allow the energy to settle as well. With that next out breath, you can gently roll the body upwards and place your right foot in front of your left foot in a cross-legged seat. Lengthen up, reach the arms into the sky. Take a gentle twist to the right side. Left hand meets your right thigh, right fingertips behind you, lengthening up through your twist, finding space. And then slowly unravel, unwind, changing the cross of your legs, left foot forwards, arms rise, feel the energy move up the body. And then it's a slow twist to the left side. Right hand meets your left knee, staying present, being here. With that out breath, gently unravel. Staying in your seat, you can drop your hands in your lap or on your knees and stand up tall. Take a moment to ground here. as you feel the hips root you into the floor, lengthening up through your spine, relax into the upper body, and feel the heat of the practice, perhaps physically or mentally challenging. Let that go now and allow yourself to drop into your body. Sometimes in the residue of the heat, a dynamic practice like this, it can create a space for stillness and allow us to drop a little bit easier inwards and just be here and sit with your breath, not having to be anywhere else, allowing any sounds and smells, movements, possible distractions to just become part of your practice right now. Letting go of any resistance or having it to be a certain way. Just be here with yourself in your body. Follow the movement of your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. And tune into that sense of playfulness that we have cultivated through the practice. Connection. Let's hold on to that energy and bring it with us through the rest of our day or evening. To close the practice, I invite you to guide your hands together at your heart and take a nice full breath, breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale, release. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed that practice. I know it was kind of challenging and maybe weird at times, but sometimes it's really good to challenge your brain, and so you have to really think. Sometimes it's exactly what you need to stay really focused and actually connected and embodied. Other times you just want to let loose and not think about it, but I would love to hear how you went, and I really hope that you enjoyed. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are interested in finding longer versions of this kind of practice, you're welcome to check out my online membership. We have 45-minute flows there, 60-minute flows, a bunch of shorter flows as well, Pilates workouts, meditation, breath work, and there's a new really fun challenge coming in March this year, 2024, whenever you're watching this. So stay tuned for that. And otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I see you showing up for yourself. Have a beautiful day. I will see you soon.